Lukta.
All able-bodied members of the Horde are hereby ordered to report to Neuropathfinder at the High Road in the southern Barrens. With the recent Alliance victories in the Barrens, our enemies are threatening to cut our supply lines and leave our warriors stranded. We must act. To reach the High Road, travel east from Stonettlin Mountains. If necessary, you can get a flight there from Doris and Orgrimmar. Destiny calls.
So. Go.
Hail. Goodbye.
You've no doubt seen what the Alliance has done to the Barrens, hero. If we don't act, there may not be a Horde presence here much longer.
Be careful.
This way. I see you've discovered the High Road. The Alliance hopes to sever our ties with Stonettlin, but they forget that we Tauren have hunted across these lands for generations. We know every hillside switchback and game trail from here to Thousand Needles. But for these paths to stay open, we must stop the humans from mapping them out. Patrol the trail east and kill any High Road scouts you find along the way. Then speak to Tanawa Stillwind, just up the path.
May the eternal sun shine.
I need a target. How?
Patrolling the high road is grave business, but it must be done. These narrow mountain trails are, for the time being, one of our only lifelines into Stonetalon. They must be preserved. Thank you.
May the eternal sun shine.
Honor's stand may have been lost, but its spirit was never crushed. Even now, survivors are holding out at a point called Hunter's Hill. Continue following the high road and you will find our camp just up ahead. Speak with Anate when you get there and let her know the trail is, for the moment, still clear.
Be careful. Loktar! Go forth to victory.
Those that surrendered when Honor's stand fell are no longer worthy of our Horde, but I'm not giving up on them yet. The prison tower below us is lightly guarded. Let's give those prisoners one final chance to die with honor. I've set up ropes that will allow you to quickly clamber up and down the mountain, slip down, acquire the confiscated weapons, and rearm the prisoners inside the tower. And by the tower, we're not yet equipped for an assault on the base proper.
May your blades never dull.
Our resources are limited, but that doesn't mean we can't make some trouble down below. Use the ropes here to sneak down the hillside, then slay the human prison wardens. Killing a couple scrawny guards won't turn the tide of battle, but imagine the fear and chaos will. As the humans, the mutilated bodies.
Holgum grins a yellowed grin, his eyes glinting.
For the Horde. Speak, friend. Strength. Thrall Hall. Be safe. Magraw, strength. What do you need? May your blades never dull. For the Horde. Loktar.
Who goes there? Your footsteps are not the lazy stride of a guard. An adventurer, you say, still brave and free? There's no hope for me, friend. I have lost my eyesight and am no longer fit for battle. I dared speak up while Captain Peak savagely beat one of the prisoners. In return, he kicked me in the head and kept kicking. He kicked me blind. You'll find Captain Peak at the top of this tower. If you seek justice, bring me his eyes. If he does not part with them willingly, so be it.
Be safe. Magra.
Peak is a monster. If his superiors knew, they would thank the Horde for ending him.
Go forth to victory.
You have them. I'll take your word for it. Hearing Peak scream like one of his victims is reward enough for me. Now, leave me be. Hero, I do not wish to be a burden to my clan.
For the Horde. Thrallhall. Go forth to victory.
From up here I got the perfect view of the havoc you just caused, hero. Our lost brothers reclaimed some of their dignity, and the Alliance dogs were sent scrambling. Sharp work, my friend. If the Alliance sleeps comfortably at night, we are not doing our job. We will never let up. We will never give in.
Strength.
Good, good. It'll take them many sleepless nights to figure out where we came from, and where we disappeared to after the kills.
Be safe.
How may I aid you? Go in peace.
So the Alliance is probing the twists and turns of the high road, even if they to map it out. They couldn't attack these hills in numbers. This is our land, hero, and they will pay dearly for presuming otherwise.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
We are besieged here, and between that chasm and the harassment of the Alliance, we are short on supplies. But we make do with what's at hand, as we Tauren always have. In the absence of a forge, a skilled leather worker can strengthen and patch up our damaged armor with good quality hides. Down below is the hunting ground of the terror-tooth raptors. They are not so easy to kill, in part due to the ruggedness of their thick skin. Hunt them and bring their hides to me.
Be careful. Goodbye.
Turn your eyes to the southeast. Do you see the campfire smoke from Camp Unafe? Not 10 minutes ago, I saw great puffs of white smoke roll up into the sky from the center of camp. It was an old signal used by my village to coordinate the hunt over great distances, but this time, it was a distress signal. My brother Makaba had gone into that unnatural jungle. Please go there, and make sure he's not in any trouble. There are few paths. Look for tents within the wilderness.
Go in peace.
Strength and honor. For the Horde.
Do you see the trail below us? That is my trail. And if the Alliance dogs choose to use my trail, they'd best be looking over their shoulder. It's time to collect my toll. Slay the foot soldiers from Honor's stand, and see if we can't send them scurrying back to their walls. Be sure to take out at least one of their officers patrolling the road. They need to realize that nobody is safe.
Strength. Dabu.
This bundle of papers was found in a leather satchel, hidden under the officer's clothes. Battle maps of the region depict honors stand to what appears to be a large, unfinished roadway to the Barrens all the way from Theramore. It looks like the Alliance plans to build a road from the coast straight into the heart of Kalimdor. Kirok Gorehama. Want to see this?
I don't have a target.
I'm out of range. What do you need? Go with honor.
Excellent, hero. It will be some time before we can assault the Hold proper, but until then, we must teach them to fear the Barrens.
Strength. Go with honor.
Kilrock pages through the plans you discovered.
This explains much, hero. No wonder our foes are so hellbent on taking the southern Barrens. It's at the center of their plans for the continent. But they didn't account for us, did they, hero?
For the Horde.
These maps have all been drawn by the same steady hand. I've seen a human surveyor heading up and down the road between the Hold and the jungle to the east. We can set their plans back by making an example out of this surveyor.
Kilrock points to the signature at the bottom of the maps.
What do you think that says? Sykes? Even human names sound thin and weak. Kill him.
Go forth to victory. I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
Terror-tooth. Raptors hunt in packs and surround their prey. We hunt them, yes, but we also respect them.
May the eternal sun shine.
Anate looks over the fresh hides, nodding her head slowly.
Yes, hero, I can work with these. You work fast. These hides will help us hold out for reinforcements longer. Thank you.
Go in peace.
Dabu.
Good, good. We've got to keep Honor's stand isolated, alone, afraid. And, hero, if we keep up the pressure, maybe someday they'll simply surrender the past.
Strength. Hail. We shall meet again.
So my sister recognized the old signals? Her hunter's eyes are as sharp as ever. Hero. When we first set up this camp, we were at the edge of this jungle. Now look at it. Something is amiss.
Winds be at your back.
Not everyone who fled Torajo was able to make it to Unafe, hero. Some died of wounds along the way. Others were jumped by opportunistic Quillboar. I'll take care of the grim task of finding and gathering the bodies. But there is something you can do for me. Hecklefang scavengers prowl the land south of here and are savaging the corpses, tearing at their bowels and dragging away the limbs of the dead. Please, thin their numbers so that I can perform the proper funerary rites.
Go in peace. Walk with the Earth Mother.
When the refugees fled north from Torajo, some were separated as darkness closed in. Many were taken prisoner by the bristleback Quillboar who set up camp west and southwest of here. I am not certain what the Quillboar hope to get from us by capturing our refugees. All they have earned is my ire. And all they'll get in return is vengeance. Rescue my trapped brothers and sisters, and kill their captors to send a message to the Quillboar.
Be careful.
The winds guide you.
This camp was built at the edge of this jungle, and already it is overwhelmed by plant growth. Something unnatural is happening here. Earlier, I made the mistake of sending some of the healthier refugees out to gather nuts and berries. Those that returned talked about the plant life actually grasping at their legs, or even picking them up. I worry about those that haven't come back yet. Adventurer, please rescue the refugees trapped in the grasping overgrowth around the camp.
Winds be at your back.
Far away. I'm out of range. Well met. It's too far away. Ah, I've been expecting you.
So it is done. Normally these scavengers are part of the Earth Mother's cycle of life. But on the heels of the devastation racked by both the Alliance and the Cataclysm, their numbers grow overwhelming. It is good to thin them out.
Go.
It's bad enough to have one's village sacked, but to spend the following night in a Quillbore cage? I'm glad you were there to help, hero.
We shall meet again.
The Quillbore are attacking because they perceive weakness. Strength is the only language they understand. So we will show them strength.
Makabo withdraws a large horn from his satchel.
This is admittedly crude work, but it'll do. Bristleback leaders use horns like these to challenge one another for dominance. Hero, I want you to challenge the Bristleback champion, Saber Snout, to single combat. Defeat him in front of his followers. Blow the horn at the Bristleback Challenge ring due south of here.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
What brings you here?
Thank you, hero. But now on to the larger question. Where is this overgrowth coming from? And why is it raging out of control?
May the eternal sun shine
The
on
great archdruid Naralex recently appeared here in the Barrens. He's either behind this mess or trying to fix it. Either way, you should talk with him before this jungle engulfs the whole world. He's in a small Tauren camp to the southeast. Along the way, it would be helpful for you to gather plant samples for him to study. The newest flower buds will tell him a great deal about the most recent changes in the jungle.
Walk with the Earth Mother. Greetings, traveler.
The children you see here were all rescued from Torayo when the fighting started. I'm trying to track down their parents. One of the refugees you rescued from the Quillbore recognized the strongest child as belonging to Kurge and Morer Sternhorn. Moreover, he said, Kurge was camped at the Fields of Blood, just north of the Torajo massacre site. Please go there and tell Kurge Sternhorn that his child is alive and well.
Goodbye.
Greetings.
Have you taken the Bristlebacks down a peg or two?
Winds be at your back.
What? He attacked you with a dozen boars? I guess Quillbore have their own ideas of what single combat means. Still, the Bristleback will be left reeling after the blow you delivered. It will not be long before a new champion rises amongst them to stir up trouble, but at least this buys us some time to get these refugees relocated safely. Thank you, hero. The survivors owe you a great debt.
May the eternal sun shine upon you. What brings you here?
Kurge listens intently and then falls to one knee.
Alive. My boy still lives. Praise to the Earth Mother, I still have a son.
Kurge composes himself.
Hero, my boy's mother didn't make it out of Taraho alive. I will avenge her death, even if it means my son grows up without either of his parents.
We shall meet again.
The Alliance scorches a trail of murder across the Barrens. We must stop them here, or there's nothing left for us. Across the fields of blood there are a number of strategic hills, marked by wooden towers and neutral-grade banners. We must take and hold these hills if we hope to slow the Alliance advance. Look for the towers to the northeast and south of what's left of Taraho. Claim a neutral flag and defend the hill against counterattack.
Walk with the Earth Mother. Speak, friend.
Our defense of the Barrens hasn't gone well under Gardol's command, Hero. Garrosh has sent Warlord Bloodhilt here to take control of the situation. He's here in camp, and if you want to make a good impression, you'll demonstrate some initiative. Head east into the fields of blood and seek out Northwatch recon units. Bringing the new Warlord a stack of their merit badges will help you make a hair for yourself.
May your blades never dull. What brings you here?
If you seek vengeance on our Alliance invaders, you would do well to observe the fiercest of predators in the Barrens. The lions that stalk amongst the tall grass do so with cunning, stealth, and power. Learn from their example, and you will understand the kind of war we need to fight. Hunt the plains prowlers and pride manies, then return to me to discuss what you have learned. You will often find them in the shade of large trees.
Be careful. It's too far away. I'm out of range. Far away. I'm out of range. I'm out of range. I've been expecting.
Yes. I see a cunning in your eyes that was not present before. Well done, hero.
Go in peace, friend.
So you held your ground. With tenacity like yours, we may yet drive the Alliance from our lands.
May the eternal sun shine. What do you need?
You look like the type of hero who gets things done. What news do you have from the field?
For the Horde.
Bloodhilt looks at the badges, then allows them to spill from his hands onto the sands below. His lips curl open into a toothy grin.
Now this is what I like to see, hero. What is your hero? And you will go far here.
Strength.
You've proven yourself on the fields of blood, but the Alliance still threatens our Tauren friends. The siege machinery outside the gates of Mulgore is like a spear aimed at our heart. I want you to go to the gates, south of here, and remove those siege vehicles from play. Here, use these sticky bombs. They're courtesy of our new goblin allies. It looks as though they stuffed explosive powder into what looks like grease-covered socks, but they'll do.
May your blades never dull. Thrall Hall.
Why did Gardul allow the Alliance to create such a buildup of heavy siege vehicles? Why wasn't a strike ordered until I got here? Gardul will have to answer for this.
Go forth to victory.
Very good. Now, should they storm the gates, they will have to do so with infantry. Do you think they have the stomach for that?
Be safe.
Outstanding work at the gates. The main body of the Alliance force is in general retreat, but I'm not satisfied. They sacked Torreyo, which was little more than a hunter's camp. This Alliance is unmasked at last for what it really is. A renegade band of butchers. Even now, a group of humans linger behind to pick at the bones of smoldering Torreyo.
Bloodhilt hurls an axe into the dirt.
Make them suffer.
Go forth to victory.
How may I aid you?
With the immediate threat gone, can you help with some grim business? We Tauren do not bury our dead. We prepare the body for its return to the elements and place it at our sacred grave sites. Those in the Tarajo massacre have had no funeral, and I worry misguided Alliance soldiers will. The bodies of the dead before the proper rites have been. Please take this totem to Tario and perform services for Krumu, Dran, Yonada, and Omusa. They didn't make it out of there.
May the eternal sun shine.
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
Greetings.
Have their spirits found peace with the Earth Mother?
Goodbye.
Winoa bows her head.
Thank you.
Go in peace.
Loktar. Excellent. I'll have their bodies strung up along the Gold Road as a message to the Alliance. Be safe. Thanks to you, the immediate threat is over. But my work here in the Barrens is only beginning. Honor Stand was captured, and Torreyo was sacked, while Warlord Gardul was in charge of the region. The war chief has sent me here to clean up his mess. I would like you to ride into Desolation Hold to the south in advance of me, and let Gardul know that it is time for a reckoning. Talk to me when you are ready to leave, and I will assemble my vanguard to accompany you. May your blades never dull. Strength.
Stop poking me. Well, that was okay. Man, dog, you know it's like I'm feeling you, but I'm not feeling you, you know? Strength and honor. For the Horde!
Bardul breaks into a sweat. Smiling?
Look, let's not discuss this here in front of the men. When Bloodhilt arrives, I'd like to, talk in private. Can you accompany me to make sure things stay on the level? This Bloodhilt is he's a loose cannon.
Gargoyle tries to compose himself.
Meet me atop the northern tower, and we'll talk with Bloodhilt together.
Speak. Yabu. Trollhal. Fuck. Speak, friend. For the Horde.
We have fought the Alliance to a standstill here, even as the land beneath our feet falls apart. To the east, you will find the battle scar, a wide swath of decimated terrain. It is little more than a line in the sand, but it must be our line. In the center of the scar, you will find a flag marker designating who controls it. Scout out the flag. If it's not already ours, capture it for the Horde. It will swing the battle in our favor. Investigate the scar and kill anyone you find in there.
Strength. Go forth to victory.
I am convinced the Alliance is using spies to scout the field and pass along information. They knew to strike at Tarayo while the hunters were afield, and they countered every one of Gardul's moves like he was an open book. Well, I, for one, will not be outplayed. Not here. We will win the battle. For intelligence. Even now, I hear reports of Alliance operatives slinking around in the shadows, especially here, outside these very walls. Kill them and bring me back something of use.
May your blades never dull. What do you need?
The Silithid. They're bugs, or something like bugs. They're not natural, and we built a fortress on the equivalent of an anthill. Take this burning pitch. It'll set the buggers on fire and plug up their burrows at the same time. Be careful when you pour this stuff on there. The Silithid will come out in swarms. Look for Silithid mounds around the exterior of Desolation Hold. They look like heaps of sand. Kill anything that crawls out.
Be safe. Well met.
The Alliance has hired in Wildhammer mercenaries to control the skies over the battle scar. I believe these same Griffin Riders were the ones to firebombed Toraja during the attack. I want our skies scoured clean. The Wildhammer dwarfs fly low enough for a sharp-eyed adventurer to hook them. Take this, target their griffins and dismount the riders. Once grounded, show them no mercy.
Goodbye. I can't attack that target.
I've always wanted to try making an abomination. It's simple enough, but you know how it is when you learn things from a book. There's no substitute for doing. First, I'm going to need parts. Lots of parts, and you're going to get them for me. But no need to be picky. Human, orcs, doesn't matter. Parts is parts. Just be sure the corpses you harvest come from the battle scar, so I know they're fresh.
Halder presses a rusted, gore-covered bone saw into your hands and smiles disarmingly.
Speak, friend. For the Horde.
Watch your back, hero. They could be anywhere.
May your blades never dull.
Ah, the fool didn't destroy these orders. Let's see what we can learn.
Strength.
This operative had orders to secure the roadways between the Alliance Command and Fort Triumph. General Hawthorne is on the move.
Bloodhilt crumples the documents in his fist.
It's him, Hawthorne. I spit the name. He is the one who ordered the assault on Torajo. Now we know when and where to strike him down. Quickly, follow the road north of the battle scar and meet up with my assassin, Carthog. Crush Hawthorne and string his body up along the road.
For the Horde. Something need doing? can't use that item yet. I'm out of range. It's too far away. Too far away. Loktar. Be safe. Thrall Hall.
The Alliance is nothing. Swarms of those critter crawlies.
Krockle shudders.
Go
Men
forth to
unter me
victory.
made of Major John, what to chakrat fame.
You're covered in hot tar and bug juice. Don't worry, friend. It'll come off someday.
May your blades never dull.
I have been on top of this Silithid situation for almost a month, which makes me the local expert. Just last week, the Earthen Ring was visiting and wanted me to write down everything I know.
Krockle hands you a tattered book.
I'm not much of a writer or a reader, for that matter, but this book is probably the most definitive thing ever written about this foe. Deliver it to Tona Skycaser down in Firestone Point. It's south of here, just west of the main road.
Go forth to victory. McGraw, be safe.
Excellent. You're my kind of hero. Hero, with your help, we will throw these invaders back into the sea.
For the Horde.
Upon hearing the news, Bloodhilt snorts, his eyes gleam. One Dan, he tips his head back and bellows a wet laugher that, between the blackened walls of desolation hold and reverberates throughout the hills beyond.
So it is done. The Butcher of Torayo is felled at last, cut down in the streets like a dog. Fitting, you have done well. Hero, you've sowed fear into our enemies, and soon we will reap the harvest.
Strength. Greetings.
The Wildhammer are fierce fighters in the air or on the ground. How goes the battle?
Be careful.
Tomusa snorts as he takes back his hook.
Vengeance feels hollow. Still, I could not allow them to go unpunished.
Ancestors watch over you.
My people are not wrathful by nature, but sometimes a thirst for justice causes us to take up arms in anger. My old friend Gen Stonespire, on learning of the butchery in Dorajo, flew into a fury. Tribal elders could no longer hold his rage in check. Now he has all but parted ways with the Horde. He's gone rogue and seeks to lash out at the Alliance with a small band of like-minded partisans. If you too seek vengeance, you will find him southeast of here, at the foot of Baal Borden.
Go in peace.
What is it? Did you get my parts? Let me see them. Trust no one.
Calder peers into the sack of extremities and licks his lips with a dry black tongue.
Oh my, this is exciting. Aren't you excited, hero? Dark Lady, watch over you. These parts so lovely, muscle and sinew and fingers and toes. I am so hungry right now, but work must come first. Once I stitch this pile of parts together, I'm going to need a heart strong enough to pump sludge through this rat's nest of veins. I would use my own heart, but it's a shriveled up husk resembling a turnip. No, I need some real power. Get me a good heart from one of those giant Landquaker bulls to the south of the battle scar. Goodbye. You've got to have heart, hero. All you really need is heart. Remember, patience.
Calder grasps the gigantic heart in both hands, squeezing it and listening to the valve slurp and squish. His pale mask of the face splits open into an enormous, childlike grin.
It is so very important to love one's work, wouldn't you agree, hero? Our time will come. I'm on monstrosity is taking shape. All that's left is to stuff his skull with something useful. I'm talking about brains. And here, I'm going to be picky. The mummification process causes significant brain damage, so it's best to start with someone smart. One of the Alliance officers should do nicely. Seek out one of the captains on the far side of the battle scar, and try not to damage the goods while you kill him.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Horde holds the brains in an outstretched hand while withdrawing a gore-caked mold from his belt.
Wonderful work. Now the secret here is to leave the reptilian nervous systems intact while removing the higher cognitive functions. We can't have our new friend developing a conscience or remembering. He's Alliance.
Horde digs and snips at the brain, removing large chunks.
And we're finished. How lovely.
Victory for Sylvanas. Speak quickly. Trust no one.
Hail.
Gan looks you up and down.
We could use your help, hero. But this is not a skirmish. We fight here to strike a killing blow, or die trying.
Ancestors watch over you.
Gan grasps you with a blood-caked hand.
My wounds are great, but I will not rest until the dwarves of Baal Moden pay for their crimes.
Wheeze.
We smuggled a man inside their fortress during our last raid. A goblin saboteur, Weasel Slipshadow. Create a disruption at the gates, kill who you can then slip inside the fortress of Baaldun to the south and find Weasel. That stronghold
Cough.
can only be destroyed from within, and Weasel can't do it alone.
Farewell.
GTL, friend.
You do good work, hero. That riot you caused at the
What?
fortress entrance has these dwarves running around with their heads cut off.
Go get him, champ.
I don't know if you noticed on your way in, but this whole fortress is erected around a giant cannon. If we can just find the ammunition magazine, we could blow this place sky high as easy as kiss my hand. But to figure it out, I'm going to need the fortress schematics. And I haven't been able to steal them yet. Look for the plans on the lowest floor, right down these stairs.
Keep your ear to the ground. What's the word on the street?
Give me the plans, quickly. Our time grows short. Mostly because I've been eating my disguise.
Be careful out there.
Let's see. Let's see. It looks like the artillery shells are prepped here, then loaded into the secure magazine.
Weasel rubs his hands together.
Hero, are you ready to blow some stuff up?
Have a good one.
These dwarven artillery shells have a built-in airburst timer. This is easy. Just sabotage one of the artillery shells in the loading bay, and then hoist it up into the magazine. Boom! Baby, boom! You'll find the shells in one of 2 loading bays behind the main garage on this level. It's right around the corner. Once you've rigged the artillery shell, run like the wind. Then report again back at camp. I'll be right behind you.
Keep it real.
Peace, friend.
Bale done? Destroyed?
Wincing in pain, Gan twists his head to peer behind him, where plumes of smoke darken the skyline.
Hero, my friend, you have avenged Taraho and avenged the Tauren people. The invaders will not soon recover from that blow. Thank you.
Goodbye. I've been...
NATO pulls you aside and speaks in a whisper.
I have removed the bullet from Gan's chest, but the bubbles in his blood tell me all I need to know. His lungs are punctured, and the wound grows septic. He is not long for this world. Take this. It's the bullet that killed him. His family will want to know what became of their youngest warrior. Seek out Alto's stone spire. He is posted in Dustwallow Marsh. Go northeast and follow the roads to Breckenwall Village.
Go in peace. Greetings, traveler. Ancestors march.
Hello, hero. You look to be caked in dust instead of mud. I take it you ventured here from the Barrens.
Walk with the earth, mother.
Alto clenches the bullet in his palm as you tell your story.
Gone, dead. I should have known. His temper, his recklessness. I knew someday it would get the better of him, but it sounds as though you've already gifted him with vengeance. Thank you, hero. Turn your attention now to Dustwallow. If the Alliance finishes their cursed road through here, all your victories in the Barrens may have been for nothing.
May the eternal sun shine